Greetings YouTubers, Atari Leaf here with a gaming discussion video, and the title of this video is what other hobbies do you have or would you like to do besides gaming? Now, all of us, everybody that's subscribed to my channel, everybody I subscribe to, everybody I've been kind of following over the last few years, we all have one thing in common. We all love video games, particularly classic video games. That's my main hobby. That's kind of what I like to do in my spare time for fun. But that's not the only hobby out there. A lot of people have all kinds of different things that they either collect or that they do for fun. So that's the reason for this question. I was just thinking and wanted to know what other people do for hobbies besides classic video gaming. And they aren't necessarily things that you do, but also the other side of this question is things that you might want to do, but for various reasons that you can't. Time, space, money, for example. Might be reasons why you're not able to do some of the hobbies or get involved in some of the hobbies that you'd really like to. Now for me personally, I don't have any other hobbies that I currently do besides gaming. But there are a couple that I would really love to get involved in. Number one for me, and I think it's a common one for people too, it's music. Being able to play a musical instrument. I've always been interested in music, always loved music. And in particular, I've always wanted to learn to play piano or play guitar. Now, I've tried both over the years. Never really got very far with either. I'm not particularly inclined to playing an instrument. I don't have that natural ability, and it seems hard for me to learn. But I would love to learn how to play piano or guitar. Both instruments really appeal to me, and if I had the time to do it, I probably would. And of course money. I mean, buying a piano is not a cheap thing unless you get one of those little electronic keyboards. I did have a decent guitar once when I was trying to learn. This is back in the 80s. I was still a teenager. Never really took to it. It was a Fender Stratocaster, I believe. And I ended up selling it to my cousin because I got frustrated with it because I wasn't learning. I tried taking lessons from a friend, and it just wasn't working out. And I'm not saying it's because he was a bad teacher. He was a fine guitar player. I just wasn't getting it, but I would still love, maybe now that I'm older, I might be able to do it. So yeah, either guitar or piano. I think one of the reasons I got this on my mind is last week my wife and I went on our anniversary to see Journey at Caesars here in Windsor, Ontario. The Journey, you know the band Journey? Don't Stop Believe. Yeah, them, Journey. I went to see them, and I've had Journey on my mind in the last few days, and air guitaring at work, and so yeah, it got me thinking again. I'd really love to learn a musical instrument to play some of those songs that I really love. And I'm going to give a shout out to a couple of channels who I've been subscribed to for a very long time, who've done gaming but also are really into music too. And the first one, a lot of you old timers on YouTube who have subscribed to me know him, Brandon Moffat. Everybody might remember him as Mr. Intellivision. Remember Mr. Intellivision? He doesn't have that channel anymore. He just goes by his name now, Brandon Moffat. And he's an excellent piano player, so check out his channel if you aren't subscribed to him already. He's got some really good covers of Beatles songs, Billy Joel songs that he just did recently. So yeah, check him out, Mr. Intellivision. He's still around. He just doesn't go by the name Mr. Intellivision. Great guy. So yeah, check out Brandon. The other one for guitar is Neo Geo Fanatic, and he's from France, I believe, and I'm assuming he's a Neo Geo fan. That's hence his name. But fantastic guitar covers, and he does a lot of heavy metal stuff, hard rock stuff, but fantastic guitar player. So check him out, Neo Geo Fanatic. Now, the other hobby that I wanted to talk about that I would love to get into, and again, this one has to do with time, money, and space. But when I was growing up, one of the things I used to do with my father was we had an electric train set. Now, I don't remember the scale. I think it was HO. I don't remember, but we had a really big old table down in the basement, and we set up this train set, and you know, you build the little models and the little figures, and you make these nice towns and mountains and trees and everything. It's a beautiful, fun, relaxing hobby, electric trains. If I did get into it again, I think they have the it's a little smaller. I think it's called the N scale. I don't remember exactly, but there are different sizes for the trains, different scales, so forth. But yeah, that's something I would love to get into. But again, some of that stuff can get pretty pricey. You spend a lot of money, and again, a lot of time, because you're really spending a lot of time building these little worlds. And the space. You have to have the space in your house to have a decent size setup. Although some of these really small scale trains, I guess you don't need quite as much space. But yeah, I would love to get involved with electric trains again. So I'm going to mention a couple other channels which I subscribe to, also do video games but also do trains. The first is HSJ Fender. Now I subbed to him. I found him because he's also into the Tandy color computer like me, but he has some train videos. And also William Culver, who I think a lot of you subscribe to as well. He does a lot of great pickup videos, but again, he also has some great electric train videos, so check them out. So yeah, that's a couple of hobbies that I would really love to get into if I could. Music, like piano or guitar, and electric trains. So what about you? What hobbies are you into? And what hobbies would you like to get into if you could? If you had the time, the space, and the money to do it? This is Atari Leaf. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.